Hey there, Lala here. Before we jump right into the eyeglass face shield tutorial, I wanted to mention, in case you had seen my prior video and you're wondering why that one's gone and this one's up instead, it's partly because I have more information that I wanted to add, but mostly because for some reason that video has become unsearchable. And for the last 4 months, I've been making and donating hundreds and hundreds of eyeglass shields, and they have notes on them directing them to the video to see how to attach it to their glasses. So I make these videos for you guys so you can learn how to make your face shields, but also for people who receive the donated shields to learn how to attach them to their glasses. So like I said, I do have more information in here, so if you already saw the other video, this one's still worth a watch. Let's jump right into the tutorial and see how to make these super easy, super comfortable eyeglass face shields. And even if you don't wear glasses, you really should give this a try. There's no more comfortable way to wear a shield than this. Let's get right to the tutorial. If you find this video helpful, please do like and subscribe. The first step is to take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and mark where you're going to punch your holes. The placement of these holes is really important. If you don't get this right, your shield won't sit at the right angle. And believe me, I went through 50 to 75 pieces of plastic trying to find a hole configuration that worked great, and this is it. So you're only going to mark the holes on one side. The hole that's closest to the edges is 1/2 inch down and 1/2 inch in at the center. The lower hole at the center is 3/4 inch down and 1.5 inches in. And you're only going to mark this on one side. Then you take your 8.5 by 11 piece of plastic, and if you happen to use a larger piece like I do quite often, I have 11 by 17, and you cut them in half, they might not be exactly square, but the only edge that matters is this top edge. So line up that top edge and these two corners. And like I said, we're only marking the crosshairs on one side. Fold this in half without creasing this outside edge here. You don't want to crease down the center of your shield. And bring those two corners together. And where you punch, that's important, so if you have some clips to hold it in place. Like I said, don't worry about any of the other edges, just this corner. And then you're going to punch both of those at the same time, right on the crosshairs. Okay, so then we're just going to wipe off the crosshairs. And while you've got your shield put together, round out this bottom corner just so when you try it on, you don't have a sharp edge. You'll probably be taking off more, but for now, just take off that sharp corner. Now we're ready to put the shield on the glasses. I'm using these glasses because they're pretty standard size. For the ties, you need to use these fine hair bands. If you use regular ones, the band will be too big and they're too stretchy. This band, unstretched, is 1 3/4 inch, and it stretches out to I think about a max of 2 1/4. If the arms of your glasses are really narrow, you might need to use these smaller bands, and these are little girl ones that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I got a set in black, white, and gray as well. So whereas this other band was 1 3/4 inch, these little ones are only 1 1/4 inch. For thin glasses, you'll need to go with this smaller band. Or if you use thinner plastic, you might need to use a smaller band as well. Now we're ready to put the shield on the glasses. Take your hairband, give it a little pinch, and poke it through the hole on both ends. And that'll look like that. Then with your glasses facing down like this, take the arm and put it through the lower hole first. Lower hole that's closest to the center of the shield. And then do the upper one. And the same with the other side. Lower hole first, and then the upper one. And to get that into place, you just slide the glasses up, and the shield just pops right into place. You can adjust that a little bit. If you want the shield further out, you just slide this forward. Slide it forward or pull it back. And it stays in place really well. And to take it off, you just tip your glasses down and slide the arm out. if you have the smaller frame and you need to use a smaller frame or thinner plastic and you need to use the smaller band, when you put this one on, you need to put it through the hole, then put the arm in, and then put it in the upper hole. So you're doing everything in, putting the arm in the same order and everything, but this band might want to pull back through the hole if you don't do it this way. That band is a little bit shorter, so it doesn't stay in the shield quite as easily. But otherwise, exactly the same. Let's go over a few of the frames that my shield works on. So far, I actually haven't found a single frame that this doesn't work on, as long as you pick the right size band. So this was the one we did in the tutorial with that larger band, and these with the smaller band. And these are just sunglasses, little cheapy dollar sunglasses that I pop the lenses out because sometimes I wear contacts or sometimes I don't need glasses and I still want to wear my shield like this. And then some safety glasses. These are just regular safety glasses that I use the larger band on. And these kind of safety sport glasses, I use the smaller band on. These were just sunglasses that I took the frames off of. I really like this style because it's really less obvious. I mean, I don't mind having glasses because I wear them a lot, but if you don't wear glasses, you might like this style. And that took the smaller band. And then there's this one that I like a lot. These were actually sunglasses with the lenses taken off, and I like the nose piece on these. And again, I had to use a smaller band with this, but you can barely see those. These are great. I really like these. For the bands, I would recommend buying both sizes. That way, no matter what size frames you use or bands you need, you'll always have the right size. And if these are still not tight enough, you can always use these little poly bands. Now, these are not as easy to slide off and on. I mean, they're pretty easy, but they're really stretchy and they're small, so this will hold it tighter. Maybe if you want to put your shields on a frame that you don't need to take it off and on too much, you might just want to use these anyway. These come in all kinds of colors. They're really inexpensive. But I would recommend at least having these two on hand. You might also want to check out the Kids Fun Designs. This happens to be my favorite shield. Yeah, I really do wear that. Okay, so check out the Kids Fun Designs or the hat shields or the plastic review shield, which will tell you what kind of plastic I used here and why, and I review other thicknesses so you can see why I chose this one. But if it's not available, you do have other options. So that review is just testing the plastic on my glasses. All right, we'll see you again in another video. Bye guys, stay safe.